Before we continue,
hello there.
My name's PC Jackson, Thames Valley Police. I'm one of the trainers here.
Hi, PC.
That's what you're doing here, please.
Pretty things, but as in interested in what you do and don't do, that's all it is, mate. Yeah.
Have you given us your details and everything?
No.
Because have you been asked for your details?
I haven't, but I won't be giving them.
Okay.
You haven't done that, have you?
No, because I know.
Go on.
I know that you didn't have visual line of sight.
How do you know that?
What I'll do is I'll seize your drone and your GoPro.
Why would you do that?
So, because that's going to have evidence that you were flying beyond visual line of sight.
Coming very slow. Suspicious, probably for me. Yep, there we go. No, they're going in. But this guy is getting out.
Hello, buddy.
All right.
Just been told about you. How you doing? My name's Nick.
Told about me?
PC6316, yes.
Thanks for telling me, mate.
Just let you know my body worn camera's on.
Yes.
Cool. Where's your drone? Where is it?
In the sky.
Okay.
Okay. Why? Where do you think it is?
I was going to caution you, you don't have to say anything, but it may arm defence if you don't mention when questioning something later on in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence.
Why?
Have you got visual line of sight with your drone at the moment?
Yes. Well, no, because I'm talking to you. You've interrupted me.
Yeah, okay. Well, where is your drone?
It is directly above this lane at the moment.
Where? So you were stood here when I've approached you?
You want me to point it to you?
Hmm?
You want to point it out to you or what?
Please, yeah. Yeah, because you've got to have visual line of sight, haven't you?
Right.
The civil aviation publications and the air navigation orders.
But I can.
Yep. Where is it?
So obviously you've been talking to me. So hold on.
No. Don't move the drone. Just.
I'm not moving it, am I?
I know where you are, and you do.
I was watching it until you approached.
No. You.
I turned around.
Because I know where you are, and from here you have not got visual line of sight. I need you to land your drone, please.
Of course I do.
Bring it back and land your drone.
Why?
Because I think you've committed some offences.
I haven't committed no offence.
Which I'm going to investigate. Yeah, I think you have.
I can see it. When you came, right, I'll tell you, I was here, somewhere here, right? And I was alongside this lane. I could see my drone up there in between the trees, right?
No.
Then yes, I could. Then you came and I turned.
No, you are flying beyond visual line of sight.
No, there, look, hold on. I can see myself on here, so of course, I'm there.
Right.
Of course I can see my drone, mate.
Where?
Come on, look.
Yeah, but you weren't stood here, were you?
I was stood here.
No, you were stood on this gravel path.
So what are you trying to prove right now?
At the moment, you were flying outside of the regulations.
No.
No. Aviation Authority.
No.
Okay, so I require you to land your drone.
I don't mind landing it, mate. I'm right above.
Where?
I'll see. You'll see in a minute. I'm right there. I'm right above you.
You don't have visual line of sight with your drone because you can't tell me where your drone is.
You've approached me and distracted a pilot from droning, right?
Right.
So that is part of it.
Right.
You should have told me over there. Said, look, land your drone before I talk to you.
No.
You haven't done that, have you?
No, because I know.
Go on.
I know that you didn't have visual line of sight.
How do you know that?
What? Because you couldn't see it. Because where you're stood, you can't.
You don't know where it was at that point. It could have been right here.
And your hands are off the controls as I've approached you, so you've not moved your drone. So you should be able to turn around and go, yeah, my drone's right there because I was looking at it. And when I drove up, you were eyes down. You were eyes down like this the whole time.
So you shouldn't have approached me and distracted a pilot. You shouldn't do that.
No.
Hold on. There we go. You shouldn't do that.
No, listen.
You know you shouldn't.
No, you are flying beyond visual line of sight.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
It was when you turned up. Well, before your car, I didn't see your car coming first of all, right? I was facing that way first of all. It was directly in line with the lane, above those trees there.
No.
I could see it, right?
No.
Granted, the drone is a grey colour and the sky's grey, so granted it was...
No, you were stood here, your eyes down. As I've approached, you've turned around. Your hands are off the control stick, so your drone is not moving, okay?
Please bring it over.
Okay.
Anyway. So how are you going to prove this, mate? Because I was right there. The drone was right in line with that lane there.
Yeah.
It's not like it was over the police depot, nothing like that. I wasn't going to do that from here. I was going to go back in the car park and do that.
What I'll do is I'll seize your drone and your GoPro.
Why would you do that?
So, because that's going to have evidence that you were flying beyond visual line of sight.
It wasn't recording a video at the time, mate.
Okay. Please land your drone.
I will take action, mate, if you do, because you distracted me as well, right?
Absolutely fine.
I think you need, if you're going to speak to me about this and tell me what what you like, words of like, because the drone's a new thing for me, right? Then fair enough. But I haven't gone out of line of sight until.
Yes, you have.
I haven't.
You have.
I haven't. Believe me, I haven't.
And you're not even looking at your drone now. Like,
so I'm trying to land it.
Yeah, but
right?
you can do that if you had visual line of sight. You'd be able to bring that drone back.
Right.
Without
it's
having
easier
to
for me if I watch the drone up there from how far away it is, right?
Well, let's not argue.
I can't see which way it's facing forward with the camera, right?
Because that's not going to achieve anything. If you bring and land your drone down, I'll inspect it.
That's fine. I always come down to about this height here, on here, and then once it's about that low, that's when I'll look up and I'll make sure where I'm going with my eyes myself. All right?
Okay.
Because you've also got to remember, if I'm looking up constantly to land it, people could approach me, cars could be coming, stuff like that.
Landing.
There you go. That wasn't recording at the time, because I hadn't even started my video. I just literally got it up when you arrived. 2 seconds it had been up, I promise you.
You were flying beyond visual line of sight, mate.
But I'm telling you that it had only just gone up. It hadn't gone up for very long.
I'm going to switch this off.
Yeah, I hadn't even got time for it to go anywhere that direction.
Come into the car with me, please, mate.
Like, I'm not trying to be awkward with you or be rude, but
I understand, but
I could see it.
So listen.
Go on.
I, from the air support unit, drones is my job, drones is my
Fair enough.
business. Okay, so I have to deal with stuff when I know that offences have been committed. So I am going to deal with it. I'm going to deal with you fairly, but I'm going to deal with it. Have you got any ID on you?
I haven't.
Are you known to police? Have you ever been arrested before?
Hello.
Control X-ray uniform 23. X-ray uniform 23. No one's answering me on channel 111. Do you have an open log for an auditor at Salthampstead Training College? That's copy. Can I have a person check, please? Thank you. Ready for me? X-ray uniform 23, that's copied, many thanks.
It's still on the radio, buddy, or can I?
Oh, yeah, he's actually just talking to me. Hold on.
Alright,
sorry.
no worries.
X-ray uniform 23, yeah, that's copied, thank you. I'm all in order. I've got the mail stopped. These are nice drones, these, aren't they?
I've literally had it like a week.
Is this the 3 Pro?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got a 3 Pro.
really good to be honest with you.
It is
But
decent. You don't want to lose it, do you?
no.
You don't.
So this is what I do
and
full time.
And you don't want to get in trouble, do you?
So I make videos essentially, and that's my income at the moment.
Yeah, cool.
So like obviously
so it would really hurt you, wouldn't it, if I seized this?
Massively,
and
mate.
then
Massively.
took you to court with the CAA, who I would be able to prove it, and you know I would.
I'm sure you would. You're a police officer, you know, it's your job and it's what you do.
And drones is this is my job. Like this is all. This is.
I can see your drone unit, so you're the expert guy, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, mate. To be fair.
But no, I go out every day of the week making interesting videos, and the police up there would have told you I was more than respectful and nice. I didn't.
I know.
You know,
and I think they offered to take you round.
They did,
show
yeah,
you round.
Yeah. That's perfect for the video. People love that.
Someone would have bought you a brew, mate.
From my side, they said as long as I do it outside of where they dropped me off, which was by that red sign, they're happy.
Yeah.
That's why I was there.
You have to have visual line of sight with your drone at all times. You have to. That is law. Okay. Otherwise, that's it. You'd end up in court, you'd lose your drone, that'd be seized, you'd never get it back.
So essentially here,
Yeah,
if you were going to tell me where to stand further along in that car park.
You can't no, because you won't be able to fly drones on site. Yeah, but you just need to have visual on site. Obviously that's private. This bit I don't think is private, but you need to be able to see it. It's got a reasonable zoom on that thing. I know you're looking at I think you're looking at firearms training at the time. Like, you can still see that stuff.
Yeah.
What I will tell you is I'm flying drones here all the time. So the reason why it's really important, especially in this area, for you to have visual line of sight is because first of all, we've got a beyond visual line of sight corridor that runs around Reading, and that's run by a company called Altitude Angel.
What's that for?
Testing for beyond visual line of sight drones.
Oh, right, okay.
People who have the operational authority or authorization for the CAI to fly beyond visual line of sight. So there might be drones there that people won't necessarily have visual line of sight with it. So
but it's allowed.
You be wary of us, because I'm flying. I'll show you what I'm flying, you'll see it.
Yeah, go on. Be interested in that. It's a new thing for me, the drone, but it is really interesting. It's really cool.
This is that thing's big brother.
Okay. Oh wow, okay. A bit bigger.
The DJI
Damn, man.
M30T.
And how heavy is that? That's amazing, that is, mate.
It's all right, mate. It's not too bad.
It's literally like a massive version of that.
Thermal camera, 200 times digital zoom, 16 times optical zoom. It's just brilliant.
For the size of the camera on it.
Yeah, I love it. It's like DJI's flagship emergency services.
I've never seen one up close like that.
Been flying this today, actually.
So you can fly that without line of sight, or you have?
I still have to. Well,
right.
Actually, technically no, because when I fly this, I'm classed as what's called what's the term they use? A state aircraft. So, but we will stick within the regulations where we can, unless there's threat to life or major incident.
Right.
And then we can push the boundaries, but we still need to be safe.
And what are the limits on that? How high can it go? Is it the same? Or
yeah, I'm restricted.
The same rules.
120 meters, 400 feet. That won't go above that.
Right.
I can fly out to 500 meters. But obviously, do you know the beyond? You know, beyond visual line of sight. The visual line of sight rules have changed with the CAA recently. So it used to be, you can fly 500 meters, and as long as you can see your drone, you've got visual line of sight. It's not like that anymore. That's changed.
They have changed, haven't they, lately?
Yeah, so
January, I think.
What it is now is you've got to be able to tell the position and orientation of your drone.
Okay.
So you need to know what way it's facing. So for me, with that, about 350 meters before I start to think which way is that facing. So that 500 meter thing's gone out the window. So I now know if I go beyond that and I can't really tell the position or orientation of my drone, that I'm flying beyond visual line of sight, which I can do. I just have to be able to justify that. Whatever the justification goes.
Because of what you do.
But for you, with that thing, really small, you know, you might only be out 100 meters before you're like, can I tell the position or orientation of my drone? So just be wary of that, okay? You're not being stuck on today, all right?
Really?
Yes, really.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, really. But I will be making a record of it, because if we come across you again and you are committing the same offences, you know, that's going to cause issues, all right? And we will have to take action. We'll have no choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like we're bound by the regulations as much as anyone, but we have we haven't got an operational authorization yet. That's gone into the CAA, but we have extra rules that we're governed by, and it's just about justification. But why this site is I'm so precious about other people flying drones here.
Oh, right.
So we're flying them all the time.
Right.
And I don't want to come into conflict, because I wouldn't be able to deconflict with you. So if it'd be really good if you did want to come and fly here, come and let us know. I think you've already done that, which is great.
Yeah.
I want you to be able to see your drone. I want you to be able to see your drone at all times. Don't just be. I know you're going to be task focused because you're filming stuff. So you want to make sure you're getting the right footage.
Yeah.
Remember, when you're doing that, you've got to keep on doing your constant scan. So when you did your CAA thing, you did like the 4-point scan. So you're clearing the airspace around you, and you know where your drone is at all times.
Yeah.
Okay. You know you were flying beyond visual line of sight. I know you're flying beyond visual line of sight. No one else is going to know that, i.e. the courts, for now. Okay, but a record will be made of it.
Right.
All right.
If I wanted to fly here and view, I mean, down by the sewage down there, is that
private, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, because it's like it's Thames water or something. It is difficult here for your visual line of sight because you've got loads of trees. And that will block your visual line of sight. I mean, imagine this in summer as well. When everything's in leaf, that's going to be even more restricted.
Essentially, I could go straight up from here and just zoom in. I could do that, right?
A tower flight, you could do a tower flight really safely.
Okay.
Zoom's reasonable on that, so you can have a look at that. It's pretty boring, there's nothing going on today. It's Friday.
Oh, they said there's loads going on in there today.
Is there?
Apparently so.
Oh, really?
I don't know. They said loads.
Well,
loads of new bobbies walking around.
Oh, right.
Whatever that means.
I don't figure that as exciting, sadly. Yeah, so happy for you to do what you're doing. I just need you to be safe.
No, that's fair enough. It's your
yeah, exactly.
It's your speciality, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, you've got a sub 250 gram drone, which is cool. You've got the little standard batteries on it, haven't you?
Yes.
Sure. So you know there's a bigger battery available for this. If you did fit a bigger battery to it, it would take it overweight just for
over, yeah.
If you decide to go down the route of getting the bigger batteries, that would then.
The battery's the heaviest part, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, these are good. Did you pay much for it? Did you get second hand or brand new?
No, I paid brand new.
Yeah.
I think it was like 720 with the flying kit or something.
You might suffer with lens fogging on this, especially early in the morning on winter mornings. The lens might fog up a little bit. It's happened with my drone. I put a UV filter on it.
Oh, right.
Which doesn't do anything to the optics, but it's solved the issue for the moment. Touch wood. But then again, did you get Care Refresh with it when you bought it from DJI? Where you buy their little insurance thing. It doesn't cost very much, but like if something goes wrong with it, you send straight back and replace it.
I didn't know.
Okay, cool. Well, fine. The other thing is, so you say you put these videos on YouTube and stuff, and you get money from that. So you're getting an income from it. Generally, right? Okay, cool. So, commit another offence, but generally, okay. So if you are using this drone, you're using your footage.
So the drone hasn't yet, but my videos in the future will. Go on.
Insurance.
I've got insurance on it.
You got insurance on this?
Yeah.
So insurance when you're flying.
Got drone insurance.
You've got drone insurance.
Yeah.
Who's that with?
Oh, that's a question.
Okay.
I can get it up for you if you want
so
to.
If you're using it for business, effectively, you need to have that insurance that you're flying. I'd recommend Cover Drone. They're really good.
That's it.
Yeah, because it's like.
Got it from somebody else. He recommended it. That's also another name.
It's cheap, isn't it? It's only like £7 or something like that for a day's flight.
It was cheap enough. I'll tell you it was with.
But yeah, okay. Well, that's good. Well, if you're insured, mate.
Yeah, it's insured.
That's happy days. You have to have that if you're using it for business purposes. That's all.
Right.
What other useful information can I impart to you? Not a lot, really. You got your flyer ID on there. That's really good. Chuffed with that.
Yeah, Cover Drone. Yeah, I got it off somebody else, so I just clicked on the link and paid. Yeah, cool. Basically.
You didn't decide to go for the other controller?
I was going to, but at the time, the money for that was tight.
Right. Okay.
But sometimes I wish I had. Just.
Okay. Right.
Just because it's easier, isn't it?
So it's words of advice today. Okay.
I respect that.
All right. I see accidents. You know, even the police have crashes. I've got to make sure that law is upheld with the CAA and stuff like, because it's my bread and butter. That's what I do. So be safe. Your details will be kept, and the record of this incident and your drone and stuff will be kept.
Yeah.
Okay. So if there are any other further instances and you do have stepped outside the rules and the guidelines, then there may be issues then. But for now.
Okay. No, I appreciate
fair
that.
winds, clear skies, safe flying. All right.
Is that what you do full time? Is that only?
Drone unit?
Yeah.
Yes.
So all day you deal with drone stuff?
Yeah, we do. I'm an instructor, so we instruct our remote pilots in the police.
Okay, that's cool.
Deal with all the fleet maintenance. We've got a lot of drones that they need servicing and stuff like that. So yeah, do that. And then we go out and actually respond to incidents. So today I was doing some crime scene photography up in Thames.
Oh, cool.
So we use that for mapping. You can do mapping. So what it does an orthomosaic map. So basically we fly it on a pre-planned mapping route, which basically does it automatically.
Wow.
Takes a number of photos top down, and then we put it into some software. It stitches it all together and turns it into like a Google map, but a lot more detailed and closer up than a Google map. It's a really good bit of kit.
What's the battery life on that size? Same?
About 35 to 40 minutes.
That's the same then.
So it's 2 batteries. They're hot swappable as well. So when I bring it down, I don't have to turn it off to change the batteries. I just take one out, put it in, take the other one out, put it back in, because it's 2 batteries, and then it's just straight up again. So it's really, really good bit of kit. Really. We've got bigger drones than that. We've got a fixed wing VTOL drone called a Autel Dragonfish. That's big.
Is it?
And that's part of our Beyond Visual Line of Sight project, because we're working on that project with the National Police Chiefs Council and the National Police Air Service. So yeah, I mean, drones is a very up and coming thing, especially in the emergency services world. They are brilliant. But when people step outside the rules, that's when the Civil Aviation Authority want to start tightening the screws and making it more difficult for people. Now, I fly drones personally as well, so I don't want those screws to be tightened, which is why when I meet people that are stepping outside those guidelines, I'll be a little bit hard on them.
It's personal as well, isn't it?
I will be fair, but it's got to be done above.
Oh, that makes sense.
Cool. Right.
Thank you for that. I've learnt a little bit as well there.
Good. Take care. Will I be on YouTube later on?
Not later on. No. But you made the video a bit better in a way.
Was I too polite?
Don't think so.
You get these YouTubers. They only put the videos on if the cops have said something silly or whatever. Do
you know what? A lot of my videos do well from the positive
that's good.
interactions as well.
That's really good to hear. That's really good to hear.
I don't do a lot of police stuff anymore, but if the cops do turn up and they're like in there fair and accommodating, people love that as well.
Cool.
Because it's not all bad, is it then? You know? So.
Good. All right, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you, man.
Later.
Well, guys, we're back. We're in the field now. So we're going to be able to see far further up in the sky than we were before. We're going to take a quick look from far away. So guys, we're in a field now, further back from where we were, and we're going to go up and we're going to see what we can see from over here on the police site. We'll do the best we can from here. Actually, from over here, you can probably see more. Yeah, I can see quite a lot from over here, to be fair. Nice and high. And actually over here is much better. Got a much clearer shot of the drone. Visual line of sight is a lot easier from here due to there not being any trees in the way. I should have came here in the first place, right? So there's the firearms training centre. And the houses we spoke about earlier, where they do scenario training. Come back this way, check the car park out. We've already seen the car park though, to be fair. A few smashed up cars down there, isn't there? Gonna go over here, and under advice from that police, I'm actually watching the actual drone now rather than the screen, just so when it gets far away I can easily spot it, because once you look away and you look back up, due to the colour of the drone and the colour of the sky today is very grey, it can be difficult to re-spot it once you lose, once you take your eyes off it for a second, you know. So there's the museum building up there. To be fair, from where we are, we can probably see just as much than we expected before. A spider on the screen there. So there's that private lane. And actually where we're standing, let me just show you guys. We're standing there. You can probably see me there. Just there, look. So just to anybody watching, the line of sight is still very much very clear. There we go. We're not going to go any further away than that. I can just about see the drone. So that's the limit we're going to go today. They've got a grass roof there going on. Let's go sideways, have a little look at that. Looks like they've got scaffolding all around that building. And we are just there. But yeah, what an amazing looking sight. Got a little farm there. And that's the private lane we were talking about. I wonder what they're doing there. A load of birds just flew past there, didn't they? And there's the museum. Alright guys, time to get the drone back. We're not going to spend long up because that police interaction we had there, that telling off, that education for me, it's taken a bit more time than we expected here today. So let's get the drone back. And as you can see, again, to anybody trying to penalise me or scrutinise the flying in this video, as you can see, I'm in a straight line pretty much from where I was. Right there. And we weren't very high either there, 90 something meters. So it wasn't at the maximum. But definitely a better place to fly from here, where I was, look. As opposed to down there in that little triangle. In fact, that's probably a stupid place to fly from, to be fair, in hindsight. Look at it. I mean, you're surrounded by trees, you can't see nothing, can you? So, he had a good point. Maybe at the time I didn't see it straight away, but it's all about learning. Drone's new for me, so learned something there. And there we go. Alright everybody, hope you enjoyed that video. Didn't quite go as planned today. I'm not sure what I had in mind, but it went from a very positive experience to probably quite a negative one. But in the end it was alright. When he first approached and was speaking and stuff, as I'm sure you guys thought, I was going to be getting the drone seized. Not sure if the video caught him saying that, but he said he was going to be taking the GoPro and the drone as evidence to find out, to back up his allegation, basically. And I genuinely thought, yeah, the police have been really friendly up there, and all they've done, they just radio through to him and thought, well, we'll just let him seize the equipment, which means that none of the video gets to be published, etc, etc. That's what it felt like at first, but yeah. And obviously, to anybody watching, if you're suspected of an offence, droning, you have to give your operator ID. So there was no withholding details on that one, because in all fairness, he did reasonably suspect that I did not have line of sight on the drone. Whether I did or not, I'll leave you guys to decide that. In all fairness, where I was standing, you probably could see where the drone was. Whether or not I was watching it at that exact moment, I can't say. But it's definitely an education for me, because now I will actually make sure I can see line of sight much better. And in fact, doing it on that flight just now, I actually had a better view of everything anyway. So live and learn. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. More videos coming soon.